Right, everybody, welcome back. We have some huge developments and some huge breaking news over the Benjamin Cesco story with Newcastle going in for a bid. This came out from David Ornstein, which again is pretty reliable, and it came out earlier from other sources as well. I think it was Sky Sports who reported it, but it was a pretty big update, and it came in from David Ornstein. Now let's read what he has said. Newcastle submit offer to RB Leipzig for Benjamin Cesco. Newcastle bid made in the last 24 hours with 75 million plus 5 million around asking price that Leipzig wanted, informed to suitors. Manchester United pursuit ongoing, no decision yet from the Slovenia international. So that's the news that's coming from David Ornstein, and we've had that from Sky Sports saying Newcastle have outlined their long-term vision to the Slovenian striker and made it clear they're serious about securing a deal. Cesco is now weighing his options, with Manchester United also in the race. He remains open to both projects. Benjamin Cesco is open to both Newcastle and Manchester United. Newcastle obviously have made that bid. It obviously matches their valuation. Nothing has been communicated from Cesco's side that he prefers to move to Newcastle. Despite Slovenian reports, he's yet to confirm his decision. Now, it's also been reported that Højlund would be interested in going the other way if Cesco does come to Manchester United. Newcastle's plan was always to bid for Benjamin Cesco first, even without agreement for the player. Manchester United working on Cesco himself buying into the project. Leipzig are interested in a deal for Højlund and explored the conditions of a loan. United should absolutely use Højlund to sweeten the deal, and I think that's something that makes sense. Now, listen, on the Cesco situation, Newcastle bidding again. I think they still feel like they are going to lose Isak, and that's why they are looking at replacement strikers. Now, Benjamin Cesco, we know, is a priority and is the first choice for Manchester United. Are we going to get him? At this point, listen, yes, they bid, but it still doesn't mean that he's guaranteed going to Newcastle. In terms of the Cesco story, he still hasn't made his decision. In terms of what he's going to choose, why would you choose Newcastle over Manchester United? Well, for number one, they've got Champions League football. I think they're in a better position than Manchester United at this current moment. They're in a better position than Manchester United. They certainly have a lot of quality as well. But again, you look at Manchester United, we're slowly improving. We're a better team, I'd say. And I think you look at what we're trying to build, I think Cesco would suit it. Now, again, you have the other thing. I think Newcastle bidding, again, pushes Manchester United to make a bid, which again will help speed up the process, which again is something that is needed. I think we've seen with Mbeumo how long United can take in negotiations. So Newcastle bidding does put United in a position if they really want Cesco, they're going to have to bid for him immediately before Newcastle make any decision. Leipzig make any decision. Obviously, they haven't communicated with Cesco's side to sort of get his side of things. But what is being reported is he prefers to choose United, so let's see how much that comes into play. We've obviously seen from Slovenian reports yesterday saying that Cesco has chosen to continue his career at Newcastle. So we'll have to wait and see what develops, but it has come in from David Ornstein that Newcastle have bid. It matches their valuation, so we'll see what else develops with the story. It certainly is an interesting interesting article and an interesting piece, but I think in terms of Cesco, it was always going to be United and Newcastle going in for it. Now, what does this mean for Manchester United? If Newcastle gets Cesco, I mean, we're kind of screwed. I mean, our plan A was Delat, plan B was Gyökeres. Don't really know who else we've been linked to. Osman, they were all gone. If we lose Cesco as well, it does really only leave Ollie Watkins. But again, there's a lot of money that's going to go into that, and I don't think Manchester United have the money to just spend it on Gyökeres. On Cesco, I don't know how much money we have as a club, as a team, to invest in this sort of player. But listen, I hope this bid doesn't get accepted. It is a bid that fits. There's 65 million plus add-ons, which is around 75 plus 5. But again, you have to look at it is a lot of money to invest, £64 million, but United obviously believe it's the right investment, so you have to back it. But Newcastle made a huge bid. It really is heating up. It certainly is very interesting. I think what does develop with the Cesco stuff is going to be hopefully hopefully Manchester United. I mean, we can definitely use Højlund as a bit of leverage to sweeten the deal, and I think Manchester United should definitely do that, whether that's offer him as a loan or maybe as an exchange. But obviously that is all the latest that's coming right now. Newcastle have made a bid for Leipzig striker Benjamin Cesco. So yeah, he's still not decided on his next club, but this could come quickly on Newcastle's bid that's coming in from Ben Jacobs. So let's see what does develop. For Manchester United, the priority is sales. However, it's possible to buy before selling, provided sales are made in due course. RB Leipzig interested in Højlund. He wants to fight for his place at United. So again, I think if Manchester United do get Cesco, it will kind of force Højlund to leave. Again, we're seeing what does develop, and I'm not too sure. He hasn't decided on his next club yet, so he could well end up going to Newcastle, but I just don't see whether he would join United now. This is something interesting. They're giving this. What I have seen is they're giving Leipzig exactly what they want. So how can we compete with this? I think if you give Højlund plus the money, some United fans can agree, but we'll have to wait and see. But listen, that's the update. Newcastle have made a bid of 75 plus 5 million in add-ons. Where does this leave Manchester United? In a position where if they want to match the bid and maybe offer some better terms, for example, more money to Cesco, that could be something that does gain leverage. If they want to offer Rasmus Højlund, that could be something as well that puts the favour in Manchester United's way. But that's the update. Manchester United have to respond, to be honest, to Newcastle making a bid. It's always been a tactic. It's a club record offer. Newcastle's tactic has always been to get a quick agreement. So let's see what happens. Thanks for watching.